Hey guys, Dastro here. I'm joined with Brett FX. We have a very special multi-POV commentary. On this map, North Shore Canals, we have a bunch of perspectives because this isn't a regular Canals map. This isn't a 5v5 entry like we've been doing the last week or two. No, this is 8v8. We got a bunch of perspectives. This is ShotDocs for No Mercy, War Access League. We got Andy. We got Wizzy Bear. Look, we got Wizzy Bear Cam. That's kind of cool. Brocephus. We got Rage. We got Drift. We got the Widgety Handy Cam, we got the Quad Cam, and we also have Brett casting with me. Brett, how's it going?
Going all right, man. Pretty excited for this match. First round in the War Access playoffs, so it should be a pretty awesome match, especially since No Mercy has actually been in 8s for a very long time compared to ShotDocs, who has actually very recently branched out into the bigger teams like 8s and 12s. So it should be a pretty interesting match on Nasher Canal nonetheless, which is a terrible map for 8s, but it should be interesting nonetheless.
Yes, we have Andy in the IFV. We have Drift in the lab. We have Widgety in the air, already getting a kill, a double kill against the little bird, and repairing himself in midair. That may seem a bit amazing, but Widgety Bear is a pretty amazing player, I must say. We have Brocephus.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Widgety Bear being probably one of the best Little Bird pilots right now, I would say, definitely in the competitive scene anyways. So he's definitely going to be holding his own along with who is also going to be there. But we do have Andy pushing up over here underneath the bridge over on A side. He's going to be getting in a small little skirmish with a tank here. Now the thing that he has to watch out for is to not get too aggressive right now. He will be 2-on-1 with these tanks, although it looks like he will be able to get one down. Now he's got to be careful not to get killed himself because he is the only real armor piece they have.
Yes.
But he ends up going down. Now Drift is going to be following up over here onto A flag, gets a nice pick, able to get this burn, but he's not able to stay up live. So Brocephus is actually the only infantry player that is going to be on the ground, getting a nice disable over there on the tank and gay spot. Now I like what Widgety is doing. I'm going to shift over here to the heli crew. He's actually waiting for the helicopter to spawn. Now this is a very good strategy to have on Nasher Canals. He's waiting for that helicopter to spawn so he can steal it. And that way, the Russian team will never have air control, ever. And then that means that they can completely focus on the ground game.
Now, some of you may say, well, wait a minute, that's kind of cheap. But take in mind, guys, that this is a super competitive play, and it's about trying to take all the advantages away from your opponent, including stealing their helicopter, what they're doing right now. Although, check this out. Uh-oh, the enemy took the helicopter instead, but Widgety just taps it out. He taps out the kill and allows his teammate to get it regardless. Widgety has some pretty amazing skills on here, no doubt.
He's on my body,
Yeah, Widgety, like I said, being one of the best pilots there is out there for Little Birds. But right now on the ground game, they're trying to fight for A. Again, guys, they have to have 2 flags or more to be in the berm. And right now, they are losing tickets. Drift doing a good job. Using actually the TAR, it looks like, which is a strange weapon choice for any kind of competitive play. Most of the time, they go with the M4A1. But he's going to be over here into Legos, and he's going to be coming around, trying to clear out some of these fences over on A flag, just so he can get some lines of sights over there. He's waiting for his captain to tell him what to do, but at the same time over there, Brocephus is getting a couple of picks with some reses going on over onto B flag. And I think what they need to do...
I have to mention something real quick, Brett. Widgety is actually in the helicopter, flying it, and throwing rockets at enemy tanks, and getting tank hits with the rockets all at the same time. It's incredible. I mean, this is a very specialized skill set, but with hundreds of hours of gameplay that he's put into this, he can do these kind of things that otherwise people think are just plain cheating.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the difference between a good competitive, pilot as opposed to just a pub pilot. Now, Andy's going to be coming around over onto B flag. I like this move right here. He sees the tank on C. Instead of engaging, he's going to use his mobility to his advantage. He's going to come all the way up onto the hill, back behind C, and he's going to try and catch that tank off guard. So he's going to be C1 coming back towards spawn, and he should be okay here. He does have reactive up on at least one side, but again, using that mobility to his advantage, actually getting the tank out of position, coming back to C. I like the way he's playing this.
I like how Widgety and Andy are tag teaming these tanks. They're tag teaming it, and then Widgety is shifting from one tank to the next. Now he's going to the other tank while that tank is trying to get a flank on Andy. Andy is being very aggressive and moving around constantly, and so he's been able to effectively 2v1 these tanks with the help of Widgety Bear being his buddy.
Yeah, absolutely. Now they are going to be able to take C here. In fact, they almost have it capped out right now. They are going to be placing mines. Rage is doing a good job of getting mines back down towards B ramp, and Brocephus over there towards spawn. Now the thing that they got to be careful of is not to lose B, which they have right now. They are in the process of taking A, but they need to be careful not to get back capped and actually get trapped over here at C.
It looks like Andy or Wishy is taking a phone call. He's taking a phone call. You know, he mentioned that he had to leave, that he may have a pizza coming. And is he going to stop playing the game to get his pizza? I think he is. He has now left the game. Will ShotDocs be able to maintain their lead 8 for 7 now that their teammate has to take a pizza run?
Totally worth it. Totally worth it. But Drift is going to be over here onto on C trains right now, going to getting a couple of rockets into that tank. Over onto Gay Spot, trying to pull him back off there, and he did successfully. He did not end up destroying it, but he is going to get it off the burn at least. Rage is going to be dropping down.
Nice.
He gets one pick, and he's going to be moving in onto the A burn, which is exactly what they need to do right now, because they are losing their only flag at the moment. They are on B flag, but they are losing the C flag, which is a power flag if you can control it from US. Rage does end up going down, and the only infantry up right now actually is Brocephus, who is going to be
he's
over
not a
here
good
onto
position.
C.
And the thing is, I think Wishy's back, and he's got a pizza in his lap. Is he gonna eat the pizza while playing? I think he is. Get the door. It's Domino's time. Will he? No, come on. The team needs you. They're almost triple capped. And Widgety, with his pizza in his mouth, he is back, chewing that pizza delightfully.
But at least he made a good choice with the thin crust and pepperoni. I mean,
if you're going to eat Domino's, you might as well get the thin crust while you're at it. And he's back. Already sees one tank at least, engaging it again. Going to the Widgety Andy cam. Widgety is just kind of running around. Andy, not a tank. He's just running around on inventory. Because remember, guys, even on our U side, if both your tanks go down, you can still push a lot with your inventory, and that's what's happening here. ShotDocs is not able to actually cap everything because there's a lot more inventory they have to deal with now. But Andy with a great long distance shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you just spot, I don't know if you were on Drift's view there, but a few seconds ago, he actually went into the spawn of the Russians and was actually laying down mines. So that's exactly what you want to do, because you want to stop that flow of armor. And he is actually going to be back raging a tank right now, which is awesome. Now, Brocephus is going to be moving in over here onto A flag. He's actually up above by Gay Spot, dropping down now, going to be trying to finish off this burn. Now, they are losing C. It's going to be 122 to 212 in favor of No Mercy. Now, normally, it's okay to lose on the US side. You just want to drain the Russians down to about 100 tickets, maybe 125 tickets to really be comfortable. But and they will be set up to do that here pretty soon, taking A. They just need to get onto C and stop that burn, or get onto this B flag quick.
Yes, Wishy with a vehicle disabled, but he is now running away as fast as he can while repairing himself at the same time. He sort of careens the helicopter into a building, but then he hits a telephone pole. Oh no, but I think he is still okay. Barely. I mean, it's almost like he's balancing a bowling ball on a thimble. I mean, it's just, it looks so delicate.
Yeah, and not to take anything away from Wishy right now, or who, but they're actually in a very easy position right now because they don't have to worry about anybody else's air. They're pretty much down there. All they have to do is not get taken out and let them cap their helicopters, and they're good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, honestly, they're in a really, really good position right now. They can kind of just, basically have fun picking off people as they go. Now, Andy is going to be finally coming back up here with this LAV. They've been needing him to come back for quite some time now, and actually not looking good already. He's already lost his back reactive arm. He's going to be making a suicide run over here onto B flag. I don't know if it's going to be successful. Drift did spawn in on him, so that is going to be good news. He will at least have one rep.
Both Widgety and Andy pushing up on Bravo and trying to take it back. While they do have 2 helicopters up in the air, that's 2 less infantry they have on the ground, and that can be a factor in them not being able to cap all of these points.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, Rage, with a nice job getting getting a couple of mines down before he does die. He did see a tank that was trying to go under bridge over there by A. Ends up getting at least 3 mines down. That's going to be a slowing that tank down just enough. And we are going to see Brosifus dropping right in onto C flag, using those helicopters like he should, spawning in on his squad mates and dropping in.
Gomez in the T-90 takes out Wishy Bear with an epic shot. Wishy Bear is down. The helicopter battle has not ended just yet.
Yeah, but the thing was, though, Widgety had the little bird. So it is going to respawn back at his base. They're going to be completely fine with that. That does not mean that the air will respawn for the Russian team. Now, at the same time, the tank is going to be repairing over here under bridge. Rage is actually thinking about making a suicide run for a repair. Is not able to do anything there. Drift gets taken out on top. That's over on Gay Spot. No Mercy doing a huge push at A right now. It is going to be a 2-flag advantage in the favor of ShotDocs. It is going to be 87 to 187, so 100 ticket difference. And so ShotDocs actually looking fairly good right now. They just need to get this ticket below, I would say, 125.
And Andy is
really
hitting that, is back raging that tank near Alpha, getting a lot of hits, and takes him out.
Just happened, Drift, happened right now.
Oh.
Both of you guys, we gotta crash.
And guys, remember, in an IFV versus tank battle, IFV wins every time, nearly, unless you can take better positions. Although I spoke a bit too soon, Andy goes down, Rage is still up. Rage takes out Boots of Cutesies, but then he gets taken down by Blackhawk.
Yeah, and that's one of the things, you know, the IFVs are super powerful, but they also are super weak. If you can get them surrounded by at least 2 engineers, it almost goes down every single time. Now, Drift picking up nice double kill.
Yeah, is it a triple? Make it a triple.
Actually went down,
Nice
getting
triple.
a third. So good job on him being able to take out almost half the team right there. And he's going to be pushing in over here onto C, it looks like, as well as Brosif is going to be pushing in from
Will he get another?
B side.
Drift rocking the engineer gun. Guys, remember, the engineer gun's still pretty powerful, but he gets shot by Scotty. Scotty takes Drift out.
Yeah, but we do have Rage sitting over here onto C. They are going to be able to get this burned, I think. It's going to be a 2-2. Oh, no, Rage gets taken out by the Vodnik. Brosifus not actually onto the burn yet, and that's actually going to hurt them a little bit right here. They need to get a rocket at least into the Vodnik. There it is. It is going to be disabled.
Throws that
Mercy is
nade.
going to leave that. And here we go. Andy finally bringing up the Amtrak over here onto A flag. That's going to be very critical for them, be able to get some spawns on it if they use that Amtrak correctly. Drift is also going to be bringing up the LAV. Also waiting for Andy, probably going to be switching out with him here pretty soon.
Yes, I liked how on Charlie Point, Brosifus naded that Vodnik and then pre-looked the other lane that's pushed. He takes out one, but he gets taken out. But like you mentioned, Andy bringing up the Amtrak is a big deal. It means Brosifus could spawn right on it without any problems at all. And plus, Andy in the gunner position with both machine guns and grenades. Those grenades are fearsome if you know how to use them right.
Yeah, absolutely. Now it is going to be, you know, Brosifus is going to be over here into Legos, trying to fish out any last infantry that's going to be left. And Widgety, it looks like maybe who actually went down, and he's going to be going back for the helicopter to try and kill it before they get in it.
Still eating his pizza, admiring it while he deliciously savors that Domino's flavor. And I have the sound turned down a bit because he is streaming copyrighted music that I can't use on my channel. But you could hear every succulent bite that he's taking into that pizza. Anyway,
yeah, now we are going to
moving
have
on.
Drift pushing up, and he's going to be switching with Andy right now. They just made the switch. Looks like Drift is actually going to be leaving his LAV right now, trying to get a back rage over here on his tank. I do like this move. They just have to be careful to make sure that Andy doesn't do
Oh,
something
Andy,
like
what are you
that.
doing? Oh, what are you
He's
doing,
actually
Andy?
going to get
Oh,
stuck.
you're in the wire! Why is he in the water? Did he back up a bit too fast, Brett?
I think he did. Now, at the same time, Rage, though, coming back around, gets one out of a Vodnik, but he goes down as well. Now, Andy is actually going to be in a really good position here. I don't know if No Mercy just thought that he backed out or what, but he's going to be able to back Rage this entire line from No Mercy.
Turning
right
lemons
now.
into lemonade. Getting the back rage. Andy, actually, you got to give props to Andy. It could have been a whole lot worse, and he actually was able to get them down, takes out their tank. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. being able to recognize that, hey, not all was lost, keeping his cool, being able to reposition himself so that he can actually be a use to the team instead of a detriment in that position. Now, Drift is going to be jumping out right here, right in front of Andy. They're trying to chase down this tank right now, and they may have actually pushed it off. I think they did. There's going to be infantry down there right
takes
now.
out one.
And, yeah, Andy is going to be
There's
able to
still
clean
more.
most of that out. Now, it is a 2-flag advantage about to be in favor of ShotDocs right now, and they are behind right now. It's going to be 41 to 120 or 138, or is that 128 right there? So they are behind quite a bit, but they did break that threshold of about 125 tickets, so they should be fine for the next round if they do end up losing this. But they're not quite out of it yet.
No.
Because they do have the burn.
They do indeed. Widgety barely misses Andy Tank. Boy, he's low, 3% health. Will he be shot out? He's not shot out just yet. He needs a health pack or something. What's he going to do? He is now... I don't know what he's doing. Andy repairing his tank. Uh-oh, Brosiva sees an enemy tank pushing aggressively towards Andy. Is Andy going to be able to engage him? Andy is now going forward, not backwards, trying to get around that tank that is trying to push him. Trying to get that back rage yet again. And see how fast his maneuverability is for this IFV. It is so quick. And here he sees one in time for the engagement.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised right now at the fact that No Mercy actually has not been using their tanks quite as effectively as I think they would be. They should at least be pushing one down into B, or trying to at least. But they've been bottlenecked over here by C, and right now over here by Gay Spot. As you can see, Andy is going to be in a one-on-one fight with a tank. Again, like we said, that LAV just so strong with both of those shells. And, you know, those tanks, unless they have some infantry support right there to throw a couple rockets,
goodness!
not able to make it.
Andy takes out both tanks, sees a few guys near yellow, dumps at Charlie, throws some shells their way, ends up taking him out. Incredible. And is he going to stay up? He is so low on health, he's just waiting for other guys to show up. But I think this may actually work out in their favor. Widgety is flying the helicopter around, going to help him out, perhaps protect him. Andy with a masterstroke move there. You got to hand it to Andy. Flanking around both tanks, engaging both, taking out both, and then clearing out the infantry on Charlie.
Yeah, but I think also ShotDocs did a really good job of taking advantage of the fact that I don't think No Mercy was really communicating well with each other. They put 2 tanks over by A. Nobody puts 2 tanks over by A. That is bottlenecking your armor.
It is.
You need to spread it out, and ShotDocs is taking a great advantage of that. They're able to basically get them on all flanks. Widgety with a nice couple of rockets up there from in the air, hitting these tanks from spawn. This is exactly what they need to do. Now, guys, as I stated before, they are now triple capping No Mercy. So they are actually not losing a single ticket as we speak. 34 to 62 is about to be in favor of ShotDocs. A huge turnaround, considering that this is on Nashar Canals.
And Andy is just having his way with the enemy tanks, not having problems whatsoever. Takes out Gomez and getting repaired. He had his buddy Brosifus on the other side throwing rockets at him, probably just hitting reactive, but again, every shot counts.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you're looking at Widgety right there, he just took out another Vodnik and a player. That is the best thing to have, a pilot that can take care of himself. He can come in into the backside, get a couple of picks, and then knows when to back out. I mean, Widgety's been a thorn in their side the entire game. And having good pilots, I can tell you from experience, it's invaluable. It is invaluable.
You have to give kudos to Widgety for being able to eat his pizza while flying. Although I deduct points off of wiping all the grease on his shirt. Come on, guys, use a napkin or at least some kind of a pocket square for that matter. Going to Andy on the long bridge. You don't see this that often except for Conquest Large, but sees the infantry pushing on up, ends up taking out the tank, or at least hitting the tank. That tank is going super fast, but not fast enough to get shots on Andy. Andy gets disabled. He's going to get a kill on this. Easy, right?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, that No Mercy should have been able to, should have been getting wide a lot sooner than what they were. And right now, 29 to 15, ShotDocs for the first time in this match actually taking the lead. So they will end up, it looks like they're actually going to be winning this match with No Mercy just now getting a player over here onto A. They did end up graying that out. So they're going to be able to stop this burn here pretty soon with C as actually flashing.
Yeah,
right
Driftaholic with only 11% health, but he's in the gunner seat with Andy in the IFB, and they're getting back on it. They got back on it. It's how many tickets are remaining?
It's 26 to 5. This is over. No Mercy ends up losing the first round on the Russian side, and this is very hard to come back from, guys. This is not a good position for them to be in, and it is going to be over
Yes.
Yeah,
That
so
was
ShotDocs
fucking
with a
clutch.
great round right there.
An amazing
able
round.
to come back right there at the end. I think that the fact that their air,
Andy with the carry.
it just finally took a toll on them, and their ground was finally able to get back up there and then push them off of that C flag finally. And I think No Mercy, with some bad communication there, not really placing their armor where they should, and that hurt them in the long run.
Indeed. So let's go ahead and go right to round 2, and because this was pretty quick. So round 2 in just a minute.